Hello guys and welcome to my Leicester City career mode. Yeah, this is a second episode and today we're actually getting into the Premier League start of the season and we're kicking it off against Everton, who was Leicester's first game in real life because they do play the fixtures identical to real life at the start, I do believe. I'm not too sure if it goes throughout the whole game. But in this fixture in real life, it was a 2-2 draw, a good result for Leicester, and I would be happy with a 2-2 draw. I brought out my strongest team, and they were all fit because I do play weak teams in the friendlies, and I thought I'd just try and keep it solid. And Everton did start very well. Pina spinning Simpson there, driving to the byline, and he whipped a delicious ball into Naismith, who shouldn't really be winning that header because of the height of him. But nevertheless, he did. Schmeichels was up to the task and saved it. Then going in the 21st minute, we had our first chance. Nugent ran here, finessed it round Howard, but hit the post and it managed to clear. And that is the one thing with my strikers. We do get into very good positions, but none of them really have the best finishing stats. To be honest, none of our attackers do finish that well. Redmond, you'll see throughout this episode and later on, he does come up with a few goals. But as you can see, it was 0-0 at half time. Nothing really happened that spectacular. I'd probably say Everton did have the better of the first half, possession wise, and they did have probably the better chances. But in the second half, I was confident that we could get a goal. And a lovely bit of football here came to Redmond, who finessed it, but fortunately it did hit the bar, and Howard was never getting to that, and it would have been a fantastic goal. We then moved on later into the game and decided to change the team up a bit because they were getting a bit tired and we could do with a few fresh legs into to attack to try and go for the win. So I rang on our free agent Rudolph, and immediately he actually won us a free kick here. Do not ask me why it was a free kick. I have no idea. I wouldn't have given it myself, but nevertheless the ref did give it to us. And Cambiasso does have good penalties and free kick stats, so I put him on it, and I'm decent at free kicks this year. And what a save by Howard. Did you see that? That was a Gordon Banks sort of save. He clawed it out. It was unfortunate, but that was our only chance. And then in the 90th minute it came to Pino, who had a header, and Schmeichel, like father like son, managed to save it for us. Because he is another player. Him and Redmond are definitely two of the best players in our team. And that was it, guys. It was a 0-0 end of the game. I would take a draw considering the start of the season. No one ever wants to get a loss, but we didn't really play that well. We had a couple of chances, but we were altogether quite solid. And we do have a hard run of fixtures. We have, in the first 3 games, we do have Everton, Chelsea and Arsenal. So going into the second game against Chelsea, I decided to change the team up, put a few fresh legs on. I do believe I played knockout this game, but I'm not too sure if that was true or not. So we're playing away at Chelsea, another very difficult game, and I would be happy with a draw for this game as well. But I'm playing on Legendary, and at times I get very frustrated. As you see in this game, my frustration does actually come to cause me harm, to be honest, because you'll see later on in this game. And look at the squad depth that Chelsea do have. They have the likes of Remy, Courtois, Terry, Hazard, Matic, Drogba, Azpilicueta on the bench, and their first team is all still strong. So they did play quite a weak team with Zuma here out on the field and Schwarzer, but I actually started the game quite well. I was feeling quite confident. 10th minute we picked up a free kick there with Schürrle coming in from behind on Redmond, and it actually leads to a fantastic chance. Team football that I am actually trying to play around in career mode, try and keep the ball for a bit of sustained period of time, rather than like ping pong passes in midfield and try like to move the ball and losing the ball quite quickly. So Cambiasso picked it up there and used his strength against Oscar very well. And I was actually a bit nervous here, I'm not going to lie, because if I had lost it there we would have been in deep shit because we didn't have many attackers here. But Drinkwater and Cambiasso in holding midfield is quite decent. And just look at this goal here. He whips it over to Redmond and he was free at the far post, and all we had to do was tap it in. And Redmond is a very good player. I would definitely suggest picking him up, a young English player, only 5 million. But after going 1-0 up, I knew an onslaught would come from Chelsea, and they did. They just started peppering my keeper with shots, and Costa really should have scored here. And I was getting very frustrated. It was shown here with Cambiasso sliding in behind on Oscar. I was surprised he didn't actually get a red card here, but the ref only did give him a yellow. But on Legendary, the best teams just keep the ball and keep the ball and keep the ball. And you cannot get the ball until they want you to have it, to be honest. there's no chance. So sometimes I just lose concentration, get frustrated, and just make rash challenges. And Schürrle stepped up here, and as I've shown already in this episode, free kicks are dangerous, and he whipped it into the top corner. Schmeichel should have done better, but overall he's a very good keeper. And that was half time, guys. It was 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. Decent away performance. Probably shouldn't have conceded a goal, to be honest, from a free kick, but they did deserve a goal with the chances they created in open play. As you can see, they had 4 shots and we only had 1. In the second half, it was quite subdued. They had one very good chance here, a bit of a mistake from Schmeichel. Then Oscar had an open goal but put it wide, and they were peppering us this second half. I couldn't get out. Schmeichel didn't have his best game, to be honest, making a few fumbles there, but Morgan was on the line in the right place at the right time. So Schmeichel wasn't playing well, but fortunately we did get the 1-1 result, and it was a solid away performance. So out of 2 games against Everton and Chelsea, we're coming away with 2 points, which isn't a too bad return considering the teams we're playing, and our league objectives are to stay clear of relegation. So considering we're going toe to toe with some of the better teams, I'm feeling quite confident about this season. And we did get a bid in here for one of our oldest centre backs, and I was going to sell him if they did give me the asking price, but I thought I better not, just keep him just in case we do pick up a few injuries along the line. It's good just to have a bit of squad depth. And the onslaught of good teams just carried on coming. There was no time to rest. So I rang in a few different players. Jeffrey Schlupp, the young Ghanaian left back slash left mid slash striker, came in for this instead of Ben Davis because he needed a rest. And Arsenal are one of the best ball retention, is that how you say it? Or one of the best teams at keeping the ball on Legendary, without a doubt. They're so solid. I was struggling at times just to even mark some of their players. Their movement and everything is quality. And then in the first half, they did have a great chance here with Welbeck. Tried to chip Schmeichel, which really was the wrong choice. And that was the only chance of the half. And we went into half-time 0-0. And I was not creating any chances. They just kept the ball and kept the ball. I was pinned back, basically just defending my 18-yard box. And I just couldn't get out to do anything. Second half, we went for kick-off here. Vardy showing a bit of his pace, and this was going to be our first chance. And I've run past Mertesacker here, which you can do from kick-off, and it works so effectively. And the ref gave us a penalty for that. Debussy did pull me back just as I was about to shoot, so the ref gave a penalty. At first, I thought it was given from me, from Szczesny's view, running into me, but on second glance, it was Debussy. And as I said, Cambiasso does have good free kick and penalty stats, so he does slot it home into the left corner, and that puts us 1-0 up. Very undeserved, but I'll take it. But then it was another subdued half, just defending, and then in the 85th minute, Dzeko went through there, powered past my defence and smashed it into the corner. To be honest, I was angry, but in hindsight, I didn't deserve to win that game, so it ended 1-1. 3 games, 3 draws against top teams. If someone offered me that before the start of the episode, I probably would have taken it. But during games, I felt a bit hard done by with some of the decisions and so on. But then we went into transfer deadline day, and I knew nothing really would happen. I wasn't looking to bring anybody in. I wasn't looking to sell anybody to get free up a few funds or wages. So I just advanced the clock down, and I sped this transfer deadline day up just to see if anything, just to put it in there to see, show you guys what was actually happening in the Premier League. As you can see, Lars Bender made a move to Man United, which is a very good signing, but nothing did happen for us. So this is the end of the episode, guys. In the next episode, we'll be playing Brighton in the Cup. So thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like and comment below, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.